That's what
What's up?
Oh, I respect this, Liam.
Hey.
Full blown
I'm
out
mad.
there.
I'm mad.
He's a drop bear.
I'm mad. I'm going to drop down here and kick some ass. So Stein comes on to EVS's show, and I'm not simping for EVS here. I'm really not. This is a bigger issue, I really think. And he compares both Cyberfrog and I guess inadvertently ISOM to Sonic Chew. He says he puts them in the same ballpark, and it shows this overwhelming illiteracy regarding the importance of comic books. I think that it's fucking a joke. The guys in here are basically coming in his fucking pants over the fact that Ethan Van Sciver has 3,000 people, which is not even really that big of a rock show, but on the internet, that's a big deal. That's all he gives a fuck about. And he's in here fucking stirring up trouble. He was going to try and sandbag Ethan to start a fight that didn't need to fucking happen in the first place. So he's a complete fucking dickhead. And I know he's like, oh, he's got a good show. Yeah, no, the guy's a fucking trouble stirring prick, right? And here's the thing. Characters like Superman, characters like fucking Batman, Spider-Man, these things are important to people. These things have shaped society since World War II. They are a part of American history. And comparing the professional work of someone like Ethan Van Sciver, whether you love him, you hate him, you secretly want to stab him to death in your sleep, whatever your fucking opinion is, right? You cannot look at his artwork and say, it is not at a professional level, or put it in the same fucking playing field as Chris Chan without any sense of shame or fucking irony. That owes a fucking apology. Completely undermining the comic book space at a time that it is vulnerable. He knows nothing about it, right? Ethan said it when Ethan said, this is our life. This is our fucking lives. We're trying to make timeless great work. At the point of humiliating ourselves, slaving away over a fucking desk, and to compare it to the work of Chris Chan, the product of a fevered, delusioned, diseased mind from someone who raped their mother and just recently got out of jail, a complete fucking head case, and to say, yeah, Cyberfrog's basically the same. Like, fuck him. And it's this, people are going on about drama farming. Is drama farming good? Is drama farming bad? I think it takes away from the fucking issues. How about we start looking at the issues? And when you've got ignorant, know-nothing fucking shitlords like this Stein guy coming in, talking about an industry and a culture that he's not a part of, that he knows nothing fucking about, it's embarrassing. It pisses me the fuck off. I caught it for 10 minutes yesterday after I was, driving to the mall with my family. And I was so mad I had to turn the fucking stream off. I had to go spend time with my family and be a little koala guy. Fucking, if you are not part of this community, if you don't give a shit about fucking superheroes or comic books, maybe you stay in your fucking lane. Maybe you don't compare seasoned professionals of 40 years who are at the top, highest echelon in the industry to motherfucking autistic criminals that can't meet a deadline, that can't put anything out. Like, it's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. And it just seems like in an effort to chase the cock, to suck on the cock of clout, he was willing to inject himself into the issues with Eric and Ethan while knowing sweet fuck all nothing about anything. And it's just, get out of here. You're not part of this. You're not part of this. You're apparently a culture warrior, but just made me cranky, guys. Upset me. Made me an angry little koala guy. That's what I've got to say.
We're going to clip that. Koala Man good.
I love it. The legendary Liam.
Thank you.
Wow,
Look,
Leem, man.
If people want to make good shit. We want to make good shit. We want to make stuff. He's like, oh, nothing that we ever do will matter. Fuck you, nothing will ever do will matter. Do you know what happens when new creators that might have great ideas? Imagine if Eastman and Laird were sitting there doodling on a fucking napkin. They drew the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and then they heard a large influence in space say, but nothing you'll ever do will matter. And they go, yeah, it was just a silly idea, and they put it aside. Yeah, we'd have no Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The Indies has produced hundreds and hundreds of globally recognized, super relevant characters that have massive fandoms, that people are excited about. And new creators shouldn't be afraid or discouraged from pursuing that vision and dream because they're worried that some fucktard that's chasing the cock of fame is going to disparage the entire fucking industry, and then everyone's going to be shunned. No, we should be encouraging new creators. We should be encouraging new voices, new visionaries, new artists, new people into this space, not chasing them away or making a joke out of it. It's the whole, Adam West Batman comics is a joke, comics is gay thing turned up to a fucking 111. When you're comparing Cyberfrog to fucking Chris Chan and the work of Sonic Chew, it is a complete disrespect of the highest fucking regard. There are so many talented artists out there, so many talented people that put fucking their whole life into this, and so many people that could make great comic books and great work. But what? We're going to discourage everyone because apparently all comics are gay and autistic. Fuck that guy. Fuck that. He owes an apology to the comic book community. He owes an apology to a comic book community.
That's right, Leem.
Hallelujah. Amen.
Tell him, Leem. Tell him, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This is the Leem. Liam was holding back, but the Leem, that's unfiltered, raw.
It's not just that. Here's the thing, right? Comic books are really the epicenter of the culture war. It's a democratization.
They're the beginning of they're the beginning of the ideas. Comic books is a place where imagination begins. People don't want to admit it, but 90% of the shit that you see in fucking Hollywood, if you know anything about culture, culture war, and American history, all that shit is mined out of comic books, right? The American pulp, that 4 cents a word American pulp, Flash Gordon, all that shit, when it started to go out of fashion, you know what happened? It all turned into comic books, and the comic book industry carried on from there. All of those ideas are comic books, and everything we have today is fucking from comic books. Even shit that Disney's doing, Mickey Mouse and shit, didn't start as animation. Oswald and all that shit, it started as comic strips that then were up into animation. Fucking all comics is where the ideas begin. If you cut the fucking roots off a tree, it won't fucking grow. So how about idiots that think they know fucking everything about fucking, they're going to come in and compare. Oh God, I'm so mad.
Let it out. Let it out.
We're at a time.
Let it out. We're here.
We are at a time. You guys need to understand. We're at a time where the comic book industry is dying. I'm not being grim and doom and gloom. I'm out here making a fool of myself to draw attention to the comic book industry, to draw fans in, to rally people and make good stuff because the industry is fucked. Artists aren't given the rights that they deserve. They're taken advantage of by big corporations. Comic books are of lower and lower and lower depreciating quality as people from the mainstream film industry and other parts of the creative space come into the comic book world without understanding the nature of what a comic book is and having no originality, and they're double creating on the same idea and they're making trash. But there are really talented people that are on the ball out there, and those people need encouragement. They need support from the backers, from the fans. This is the only way we're going to save this industry. And it can end. It's not too big to fail, and refusing to accept criticism, refusing to differentiate between the works of a literal lunatic rapist like Chris Chan and seasoned professionals is so harmful that we cannot allow large platforms with loud voices to make that the new narrative. It would be the death nail in everything. And everyone can just say, well, we've got manga, and I do manga. I love manga. But we need to recognize the comic books are the cusp of new ideas. They are the edge of innovation. They are how someone takes an idea and delivers it to a mass market. Kids aren't into reading novels, but you can put a comic book in front of any young boy between the ages of 4 to 12, and they'll flip through it at the least. they'll flip through it at the least. And that's how you draw people in. And then maybe that kid will start reading novels. Maybe they can have an opportunity to be introduced to new ideas, new opportunities, right? This is a craft. You can fuck it up. You can do it wrong. It takes a tremendous amount of skill and time. It is a horrendous labor, sleepless nights. Fucking, you're not digging trenches. You're not fighting a war. But it's not the cakewalk that making a Sonic 2 comic is. I could make 5 or 6 Sonic 2 comics in a week, right? Like, yeah, that's all. That's all. Sorry. Just
so Liam, thank you for
Microphone
coming here and that sounds great. We're gonna definitely clip that. But Thinking to Post says, "Who's the koala guy? What's he got to sell to me?"
Okay, right now my stuff is all on hold because I'm about to go into fulfillment. When I bring it back on, which will probably be in a few days, I got a whole bunch of books to buy. But go look at my work. I'm the guy that did Xenotype. That's on Indiegogo. Go check out my artwork on that. It's top-selling comic book in the independent space in Australia ever. And I did Kakashi Murder Dolls, which is just here. If you want to bring it up, that's again on Indiegogo. I've also got Dino King, which is my latest project. I'm just waiting to get that on the printer, back from the printer. I got a lot of cool stuff for you guys, and I'm working on a bunch of stuff now. But I need your support. Subscribe to Unintelligent Design. That's my channel. Come by and say hello. Support comics, guys. Otherwise, it will be a medium that dies within our lifetime. And I don't want to see that, you know? I don't want the only comic books to be the delusional fantasies of Christine Weston Chandler and fan fiction. I want a professional comic book industry. I want serious reform and turnaround. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thanks for having me. I will catch you guys next time.